It's hard to believe that it's almost time for fall, but oh it is. And I am trying to embrace it this year. I'm even using my little fall pumpkin spice candle to get into the mood and setting up my bullet journal for fall, and hopefully I'm going to enjoy it more than I have been for the last few years, because fall is definitely one of my least favorite seasons just because it's a prelude to winter, which is my least favorite season, but fall is undeniably beautiful. So, at the very least, I can have a fall-themed journal and enjoy that. Anyways, I'm starting off this setup with my usual stencil for the name of the month, just because I like to keep that part as neat as possible, and I made a mistake right away. So you can see that I had to cover it up with some paper from the back of my journal. And after that, I used a stencil with somewhat thinner letters because I just didn't realize how much space that was going to take, because September has a lot of letters actually. Anyways, I'm filling that in gold just to fit my theme, which you will see in a second is going to be kind of blue, gold and white pumpkins. And that theme is pretty much coming from this scrapbooking paper that I really like, and I actually got last year, and I'm going to be using it again this year for my setups just because, well, I just think it's so pretty, and I think blue is kind of an unusual color for fall, and I really like that. And I'm also going to be layering that with this vintagey music note paper, just because, I don't know, I really like the look. And just to decorate things a little bit more, I'm going to be using some fall-themed washi tape here and there to fill in some of the empty spaces, and some of that girl washi tape. Again, just to fill in some of the empty spaces and because I thought that it looked cute. Other than that, I'm also using just a few stickers here and there. And that is pretty much it for this setup, except for my stamp. And this is actually the first time you're going to be seeing it on this channel. It's a fairly new purchase, and I'm still trying to work out the kinks, and as you see, I kind of messed up because my wax kind of rolled off onto the next page, and you'll see that that kind of makes it harder for me to turn the pages later, but I still really like how it looks, and I think it adds a nice little touch to this spread, so at least I'm happy about that. On the right side, I'm going to leave a lot of empty space for writing, but I'm layering that same scrapbooking paper and vintage music paper again, and adding another girl washi tape piece just to make the spread a little bit more interesting. And I'm also layering some thinner fall washi tape with some bluish purple washi tape just to match the scrapbooking paper that I'm using. Moving on to the next spread, you can see right away that my pages just don't lie flat anymore the way they're supposed to because of that wax stamp. Full disclosure, I did a few days later end up kind of peeling off that piece that was on the other page just to make my pages close better, but it doesn't look nearly as attractive, and I didn't actually think about doing it in this video. Anyways, I'm starting off with layering some more scrapbooking paper with some more of that note paper just to make the spread look a little bit more interesting, and I'm kind of placing that randomly around the spread. After that, it was time for the heading, which I kept very simple in just plain gold marker, and I also added a little bit more of that same fall washi tape that I used on my first page, and another girl washi tape piece on the right, just to make things a little bit more interesting. And that was pretty much it for that spread. So, moving on to the next one. I'm starting off with the same just simple gold heading again and layering some more of that scrapbooking and music paper combination that I've used before. But this time I actually wrote the headings on the top and bottom of the pages just to make things a little bit more interesting and a little bit of variety. And I added some of that scrapbooking paper, again somewhat randomly, just to give it a kind of whimsical scrapbook feel. And just to decorate the spread a little bit more, I added a little bit of washi tape under and on top of the headings just to underline them a little bit. And I added a sticker that has a sort of vintagey fall feel to the left hand side because there was a bit of empty space, and filled in the empty space on the right side with another piece of that girl washi tape. For the next spread, I actually decided to go with those same diagonal headings again, just for fun. And again, I'm layering some more scrapbooking paper and music paper, just in somewhat random areas, just to, well, give that scrapbook feel that I've had for this entire setup. And I'm also going to be decorating the spread with a little bit of washi tape just to fill in some of the empty spaces and to kind of underline the heading on the left side of the spread. And on the right side, I'm going to actually underline it or put it on top of the heading because the heading is at the bottom. But I'm actually going to be underlining it with some of that thinner fall washi tape and layering that with that purplish blue washi tape just to make things a little bit more interesting and a little bit more whimsical. And that was it for that spread. Moving on, we actually have the last spread of this setup. And again, I'm starting off with the headings, but this time I put them at the top like I usually do. And of course, layering some more scrapbooking paper with music paper, as you've seen for this entire setup. I hope you're not getting tired of it. And I am also adding some more of that fall washi tape because, of course, it goes with my theme. And I'm just using that to fill in some of the empty spaces around the heading at the top and a little bit at the bottom. Of course, I also added a girl washi tape piece, again because it matches my theme. I really need to kind of describe things better, but this is just what it is. And I'm underlining the heading on the right because I put a lot of stuff at the bottom of that spread, but the heading kind of looks just boring floating there at the top, with a little bit of that fall washi tape and a little bit more of that blue washi tape, just to make that area more interesting as well. And that was it for this entire setup. It actually didn't take me that long, but I really like how it came out. I really like the kind of blue color scheme because it's kind of unusual for fall, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Let me know if you like this video as well as what you're thinking of making your theme for September. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Be you, always. Bye!